Hey family, much love to you all. Hope all is well with you. I just want to check in, all right? Your sister's doing just fine. Just, taking it easy, and I'm doing a lot of, you know, self reflecting as well as operating in my awareness, okay? I don't know about you. Okay, I don't know about you, but my awareness has really increased. It has really increased, and in the ways that I know for me, okay, as far as how I'm seeing differently, I'm picking up on things that I once weren't before, shall I say, and it's making me do a whole lot of questioning, a lot of things, okay. um I mean, if you know that, um when I've spoken of in the past, as far as when I look up, I do a lot of looking up. When I look up, okay, I, notice a lot of um, interesting things in the sky, just like many of you, okay? We all are spiritual, like-minded brothers and sisters. I notice a lot of interesting things in the sky that I once wasn't seeing. I'm still seeing the light ships, yes, indeed. But I'm also noticing, due to my awareness, the sky looks quite different. The sparkles are when it was first once in a blue moon. As far as me coming to my spiritual awakening, now it's every day. I'm seeing the sparkles, and I'm normally seeing them when my vibration has increased, and I'm thinking positive. Okay, I'm thinking positive. I'm having good thoughts. I'm looking up in the sky, and all of a sudden these sparkles would appear. It starts off like a little bit of sparkles, then it will burst into millions of them, billions. I mean, I can't even put a number on it, but I have noticed this, and as I stated, the sparkles, they are increasing every day. I see them every day. Um, Also, I'm noticing, you know, the Matrix. Let me just say that. When I'm looking, and it doesn't have to be outside, it can be inside as well, all right? When it comes to the Matrix, it can be within your home as well. But I'm noticing these links, I call them links, all right? These links of what looks like these beehives, shall I say, looking links, in the sky, all right? And it's very interesting. I mean, you see it as plain as day. If you really observing it, you'll see these lines in the sky, and they're links. Okay, they link like a honeycomb. Very interesting. And I don't know if the media is trying to wake people up, but I notice now with the media, it's a certain video of, I mean, it's a certain commercial. I forgot what kind of commercial it was. I don't know if it's a bee commercial, but I forgot what the product was, but they're showing these links, and every time I see them, it's like, wow, somebody knows something. Somebody trying to wake somebody up. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing, in the sky, and I can be in my room, and at times I would see these links. Okay, very interesting indeed. All right. Now light ships, they would fly from amongst the sky, and they would just be there, just hovering next to the sky, and then sometimes they'll bag up and go back into the clouds. They'll come out of the clouds, and then they would sometimes go through another cloud, and they don't come out on the other side. It's just weird. It's like your reality shifts. You could be looking at the sky, and you're scanning it, you don't see anything, and all of a sudden it's like a little glitch, and you can kind of feel the glitch. It's like a little glitch, or should I say a shift, and all of a sudden a light shift would just appear right before your eyes, and it would just sit there, and then just glide on, and eventually disappear. Okay. This has been my experience, and I'm so used to it now. It's nothing new to me. Before I used to get all excited and giddy like a little child, but now it's like an everyday natural occurrence. When I see it, I see it. I'm like, well, okay, hey, telepathically, I'd be like, hey, much love to you. I see all of this within myself, and it just glides on, and sometimes it flashes light, at me. I'm sure many of you know what I'm talking about if you have experienced this encounter. But it's just very interesting. It's very interesting. I don't know about you, family, but have you noticed that in the mornings you don't hear birds chirping? I know in my reality, I don't see. I haven't been seeing as many birds flying around. Before I was seeing like a flock of them. You know how they be in formation flying around, especially in the evening times. Now I'm not seeing a lot of birds flying around. It's very quiet, very eerie. You know, it's less birds flying around. Not only that, in the morning I don't hear them chirping, or as I say, singing in the morning. I'm not hearing them in the morning. It's very eerie and quiet in the morning now. So it is something, to many of you, have your awareness increased to where you are noticing, your surroundings is a little different. Just a little slight difference. Or you're too distracted and you're not picking up on these. Slight difference of changes. All I gotta say is when it comes to that kaleidoscope, and many of you know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna call it the kaleidoscope. Okay, I don't want to say certain words because you can. YouTube has this algorithm type thing, and you say certain words, you can get flagged and all of this mess. But due to that kaleidoscope, okay, that's in Switzerland, it's been doing a number job on our timeline, big time. Okay, it's been doing a quite number job, and it make you question a lot of things, family. Okay, because before we even knew about this kaleidoscope, there still have been glitches. I grew up in church. I know the word for myself. Let me just say that. No matter how weird a person think I am, I know the word for myself. Okay? And there are certain verses I remember. I forget which where it's at in the word, but any of you can Google it, okay? Any of you can Google it. But it used to say a lion. There used to be a verse that used to say a lion shall lay down with the lamb. Okay, it's pretty much like my enemy is my friend, and there's gonna come a time in the end times, okay, where there's gonna be peace, and that just a metaphor. The lion shall lay down with the lamb, okay. But now, when you go into the word and you see that verse, it says the wolf shall lay down with the lamb. And we all know a lion will attack a lamb and eat it, as well as a wolf, okay? So they're both like a metaphor, but it has been changed in the word. Now you might say, well, maybe they added to the word. No. If maybe you have old Bibles, you will notice this change. You notice back then when you read it, many of times, a lion should lay down with the lamb. Why is it that this verse has been changed in your old Bible? I can understand a new one. Yeah, they can change the verse in a new Bible, but your old one, isn't that something to make you want to question what's really going on? What's up with this? What's up with this? And I'm at the point now, due to my awareness has increased. Am I still questioning? Yes, but see the times we're living in, due to the shift, I know what time it is. Okay, and if this phenomenon can change certain words in the Bible, think about how a lot of other words in the Bible has been changed and we know nothing about it. These certain verses in the word that many of us may have never came across that has been changed slightly. And many people are just Bible thumpers. It's like everything the Bible say is just facts, okay? Due to one's belief. But what if certain things have been changed slightly? That's why when I'm reading now the word, my spirit gives me the okay when I'm reading it. And I will notice sometimes when I'm reading certain verses, it's like, mm-mm. And then it makes me question my spirit, like, well, how come my spirit is not lining up with certain things that the word is speaking about? You know why? Because it has been changed. It has been changed. And the word tells you don't add nor subtract, doesn't it? Not to say that. So somebody has been adding and subtracting from it. I just want to throw that at many of you. But once you are connected with your higher self, okay, that God part of you, let me just say that, because we all are part of that spark of source. But once you are truly connected with it, it will help you to navigate not only out here in this earthly realm, but also spiritually. It will help to navigate you as well. Okay, it'll keep you from a lot of the pits that the powers that be has before you to fall in. Okay, because the powers that be don't want, us all the children of the Most High, children of the light, shall I say. It doesn't want us to wake up, to come into our power of I am, okay? Connecting with your I am present. It doesn't want that. But unfortunately, from what I'm seeing, you know, um, I truly believe nothing can really, just as they say, how they say nothing can separate me from the love of God. Nothing can really separate you from source. That's pretty much an illusion, okay? Nothing can separate us from source, but due to us being distracted, okay, and not operating in our divine awareness, all right, can really slow us down, hinder us from our spiritual growth, our evolutional spiritual growth. It can slow us down as far as, reaching, getting to that place of reaching the higher version of our spiritual self. Let me just say that. Connecting and being led by the Spirit. That's the point I'm trying to make, family. But due to me operating in my awareness, getting back to me, I've noticed a lot of things. It's like how they say, I'm in the world, but I'm not of the world, shall I say. It's like you're in the world, but it has changed so much. It's changed so much. It make you feel like somebody has taken you and placed you in another timeline, or had placed you in another world that's similar to the old one. I mean, you would really get to that place of feeling like that, as though somebody had took you from one timeline into another. In this old timeline, the thing that you were once used to seeing and knowing has changed. And it seems like it's overnight. But that's how it's going to feel when it comes to timelines. You're still going to have the awareness and the memories of what you once knew or what you once seen, but due to the slight shift and change, it's going to throw you for a loop, because it's going to have you feeling delirious a little bit, because you know how your world once was before, and all of a sudden it done shifted. This shift is something, but like I said, and many people are so distracted, they won't notice the slight change of the shift, okay? They won't really notice it. For those who are Bible readers, shall I say, and you remember how those certain verses were, and all of a sudden you go back to them and you know the slight changes in them, well, that's a shift. That's a shift. But the fact that you are aware of it, that's good. That's good. And if you are aware of that, start paying attention to the other things around you. Notice the slight shift and change. Start looking up more and see, has the sky change? Is the color the same to you? When I look up at the sky now, it's not just blue. I'm seeing a rainbow looking. Let me just say, when I look up in the sky now, it looks rainbow looking. That time is violet, okay? That time is pink. Pink mixed with a little bit of, green, the sky just looks different now. It looks different. Even at night, the way the stars are aligned, it looks different. It looks different. It looks different. So anyway, I just want many of you to start operating more of your awareness. It's not going to scare you. What I'm speaking about, I'm just pretty much trying to inform many of you. Pay attention to the shift that's going on, all right? Because it's going to leave a lot of people behind, because they're caught up in, the reality that they're in, and they're in a box, and they're not questioning anything. They're not observant of their surroundings. They're pretty much going with the flow. But take time to just stop and look and reflect.